Okay, so you joined me probably an hour after the previous recording. So I did try and record this, literally well, I had a break and then basically I was recording this 5 minutes ago, and I'd started over there, and sorry if you can hear that helicopter in the background. Once it flies over, I'll continue. I actually don't know if you guys can hear it, but I cannot hear anything. Okay, so now that's flown over. How is that down there? Oh yeah, that's part of that, isn't it? Right, so yeah, I did record kind of from over there, and then over the bridge, and I showed you guys kind of all of this. So yes, the server now has the mods in. I don't know if I like this prison mod because of the tank gets in the way here. You got that stupid heady thing there, and I also did clear up the reason why. Well, actually, in the other video, you'd see me pick up this, the Shaytak. Yeah, there's a reason. It's not, so yeah, they do spawn up in there. They will not for much longer, however, it's simply just to make sure all the mods are working. I just test everything up in here, just to make sure everything works. Unlimited stamina is still not working right, even though I have changed the CFG gameplay.json for the stamina. Oh, I do love this thing. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's a stonking gun. So yes, this is basically just to make sure everything else is working. So I can tell that the mods are working, otherwise it wouldn't let me into the server. So that's easy to know that that works. Build anywhere, I believe, in the last recording, which I won't be uploading because I didn't have the admin stuff working. I wanted to just show you the custom folders working. So yeah, I did put that there. And then here's like the admin gear. Some people might go, oh, you're spawning gear in your base, that's not fair. Look, it's admin gear, okay? We're admins. We can have admin gear to help us make the server and walk around and just make sure everything's flying right, okay? It's not like it gives us any advantage apart from a lot of storage. So yes, we do have admin gear up here, and no, I don't feel bad about it either, because at the end of the day, some people might go, oh, you can't have that, it's not fair. Look, it's simply just to help us make sure that the server runs right, okay? Like, we're not using it to abuse any powers or anything. I know you guys are looking at the storage right now and going, that's not fair. Guess what? Life isn't fair. No, but all honesty, it is just simply here at the moment for yeah, well actually no, the admin gear stays here. The guns don't, the Shaytaks won't stay, but the admin gear will, because yep, as I say, we've got our reasons, which is just simply making sure that we know that the server is always working. So yeah, Shaytaks won't be staying, nor will any gun spawns, apart from we do have like an M16 and what else spawns there? M16 and shotguns. Which isn't really taking the mick too much compared to what I could be spawning in. But yeah, I don't want to be like admins having loads and loads of gear, so yeah, just give us a little advantage with some M16s that we can use, and that's it. I am actually, this is what you can do with this admin kit though, and it is ridiculous. You can put a backpack there, and then what I'm going to do is scroll 600 more slots down, and then put another backpack down. It means I've got 1800 worth of storage with backpacks, which that's not fair. You know what? It's not really that abusive. Building up an admin base, right? I'll show you kind of what we do. We weren't going to show you, but it is one of those things where for an admin base, it's absolutely fine for us to use. Once this base is being built, it will be deleted. I am taking all these for a bit though. I'm going to have a bit of fun with the Shaytak. But once this base has all been built, we will be getting rid of this. And you guys will know it will be gone, because when you come to join the server, if we haven't got rid of this, we'll ask you to install it. But it's just simply for admin use. And we went, oh, we're not going to show anybody this, but let me be totally transparent with you guys, because yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, when you join the server, if we do still have that in, and you think we're cheating, and having an unfair advantage, well, you'll know about it, right? It's not like something we can hide. It's not. If you want to join a server, you have to see it. But to build an admin base, especially one as big as prison, it just saves us personally so much time. And yeah, some people will probably be like, oh yeah, it's fine, admin's actually server. Like, you know, you've got to build an admin base, it's strong. And some people might go, yeah, that's not fair. But you see, like, no resources down, no nothing, and yeah, I've built this. So, yep, you know, we do have code locks and stuff spawning here. They'll probably never get deleted. Actually, they might do, but that's just nice for us to be able to have in case we build any walls. And we're always going to be fair as well. It's not like, oh yeah, we've got all the gear in our rooms. Like, we will probably give out code locks every now and then to people. Especially if like subscribers was join. Like, we go, look, here's a code lock. They're going to be hard to find. Like, just can't take a code lock. But yeah, I don't really know what else I can say apart from it's just time to start rebuilding the admin base again. And we'll go from there with it and get the server all fully built back up, etc. Get our base all built up because yeah, this is a big base. It took us a good while to really build this to a point where we was happy, and then, as you know by now, the server had to be reset. So yeah, it's a bit of a painful process, but you know, you just got to do what you got to do. So yep. I don't really know what else I can show you guys, just because I'm not really sure what else is in the server yet, because I still haven't added all the gameplay, no, the custom folders, sorry, which I should really get done very soon. I've got some bits in Green Mountain to spawn in via custom folders, which, you know, that's kind of access to anybody. I don't know if it will ever stay like that, but like right now, if you went to Green Mountain, as long as the file's in, you'd find literally anything you'd want, like gun wise. So yeah, but I don't know if that would stay like that, or if that would maybe be a trader instead, if we move it into a trader, because otherwise, if you just have to run up there to go find like LARs and M4s, yeah, does it take away a bit of the fun from the server? I don't know, it depends what you guys see as fun. But yeah, so let's put a couple of Cody's just on here. I'm not even going to build it all the way up, but just show you guys everything works. And yeah, maybe we'll go for a little drive. I'd probably put this video's 20 minutes, maybe. See how it all goes. So yes, this is the beauty about code locks as well, as I can record and put code locks on. Someone's going to go, oh, you haven't used all 5 digits on the code lock. No, it's not going to be as safe now. Somebody's going to guess it very quick. Look, you can literally do so many combinations with the code locks that, okay. What one do I want this to be? Sweet. Yeah, screw it. Let's go for a little drive then, guys. Let's go have a look and see if the loot is boosted, which it should be. So we're going to go take Humvee, have a little look, and we will go from there. We don't have much food, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll find some. As I say, I don't even want to always be doing this admin stuff anyway. Like, I do want to do legit playthroughs, and look, let's call this half a legit playthrough. Okay? Let's not lie and say this is fully legit, because I have just picked up a shade axe. The clothing doesn't really matter too much, but yes, I've just picked up the shade axe. It's not great, but look, see me. Oh god, I hate how that goes through the roof. Yeah, bye zombies. Oh god. Oh, is this gate closed? Damn it. Yeah, for those of you wondering, so because a lot of people that will see these videos will be very new to the channel, which is fine because we are new. Look at the damage that does. So Sussing Duo is me and my uncle, and we both run this server together. So yes, it is a family run server, which means it'll probably stay that way, which means no kind of you know, nobody else would be like admins or in control or anything, which means you know, you can always trust that you won't run into like someone saying, "Oh, I'm an admin," when they're not. You know, you'll be able to learn both of our voices just off of our content. But yeah, so it means that it's not going to be loads of admin abuse and other people go out to say, yeah, but look at what's in your base. It's temporary, guys. It's not staying. But no, on a legit note, yeah, we'll probably be, you know, no, not probably. We will be the only two admins for this server, which means yes, at times when neither one of us are on and there's an issue, then yeah, sadly it's just one of those things. However, it means that instead of giving power to people that would abuse it, at least you know that the two people that care the most for the server and want it to succeed, because you know, not only we're going to run a channel dedicated sort of towards this server, you know, we're going to make content, but and of course we'll be using official and other servers to make content as well. But no, it's definitely one of those things where we're like, this needs to be perfect as a server. And yeah, that's why you guys won't even know the name of it yet, which is, I still haven't actually changed the name because I've reinstalled the server and reset it all. It's just gone back to the original like Nitrado name or whatever. So that will get changed very soon. But yeah, until kind of everything's perfect and I've got everything spawning around how I want it to, add some more guns, gonna add some gun packs in. You know, things like that you see in other streamers, right? Like HK17s, Shade Tackers on my back. Maybe even something like a Barrett. You know, the 50 cals. I'm not sure how much more powerful it would be to a Shade Tack in game, because the Shade Tack's already a one hit. But yeah, you know, I just kind of want more guns. SV98, like all the fun stuff, you know. Okay, there's another car there. Because, and I believe I said this in one of the recordings I made yesterday, that, well, it's now deleted, right? It won't be released. However, like Vanilla Daisy can be very boring because you go through the content so quick. It's like I'm bored. I want more stuff, and that's why we thought, okay, PC server, let's just mod. And you know, things like helicopters at first, brilliant. They were quite fun. Another Hummer. It's good to know when this isn't a gas zone for us to have another one. Actually, no, because then it's that thing of, oh, you're taking all the vehicles. There's not been any zombies around here. I feel like there's less. Oh, Ogler as well. Okay, so cars are definitely spawning in now. I don't see car parts spawning on wrecked vehicles, so we'll have to keep an eye on. As I say, and this is just what videos like this are, right? And I've repeated it in the last recording, in part one of this, it's just a massive thing of, let me show you guys what it's really like, right? Let's take away all the glitz and glamour and go, this is what it's like. Oh yeah, I didn't have it. I've gone well far out. I did miss off my turning, but I thought we'll quickly go check out that army bit. But I'm a bit buggered if the gas decides to come down. But yeah, cars are working. I mean, we've literally found 3 on that little tiny drive. So, you know, they all had full wheels and body parts, so I'm not even going to bother looking at them individually to make sure that they all work, because yeah, I trust them. So, oh, I accidentally moved my mouse. Come on, this is a gas zone. As I say, right now I'm actually sort of trying to look at if no, we're not going to do it here because that's the gas zone. Okay, that's thing. Always go and check that Hummer just to see if that was a usable part. But this has a lot of wrecked vehicles. Just I need like workable car parts that you can take off, but that seems to not be working again. So if anybody knows why that's not working. Fire the zombie. Yeah, if anybody has a reason to why this isn't working, please let me know, because it did work earlier. As I say, I don't like it when things don't work. Oh, there is a zombie down there. I don't know, like, the server's running well. That's why I've added loads of stuff in now, like the, you know, the mods, etc. Because, you know, for the most part it's working. However, it's it's this whole no door thing. Like, why is there no doors now? And okay, there's 2 zombies at least. And as I say, because we had so much of like the whole reason the last server was reset anyway, because we had so many issues with things such as the doors and all that. And that was the thing that brought it to our mind, was like stuff isn't spawning on wrecked vehicles. And now that I'm not able to find, like, look, now the wheels aren't spawning on like things such as trucks, right? Which they were earlier. That rear one, it looks like it could be usable, but I don't think it is. No, it's not, because you can tell it's not the right kind of green. Yeah, like it's a lighter kind of green colour when it works. So I don't know, stuff like this is really annoying, and now it makes me wonder, well, are events going to work? Like, is that gas zone, is that always a gas zone? Is it not always a gas zone? I can't remember. Is it, like, I feel like yesterday gas zones weren't working, and this is probably going to become longer than a 20-minute video now, or I'm not sure, because I need to show you guys sort of like how to investigate if it isn't working, right? Had to drink a bit of water, but yeah, we need to work this out, because look, if anybody does know in the comments why that doesn't work, like, as I say, I'm not world class at doing this kind of thing, like, you know, making servers and diagnosing the issues that were faced, right? But I can add simple bits of coding, but why are these not working now? Why does there seem to be a lack of zombies again? Actually, there's a couple over there, which is fun. Like, especially because I'm... Oh, okay, lack of zombies, and I just see a field full of... like, the thing is, if the wheels aren't going to work, like, on wrecked cars, that's fine by me, okay? Like, as long as cars are now spawning full, that's not a massive issue. What is going to be a massive issue, however, is if the loot doesn't decide to spawn, which is now kind of a concerning factor, because, oh yeah, it's just one of those things where loot needs to be spawning, of course, you know, so people can come on a server, run about, find gear, loot up, you know, DayZ stuff, right? But yeah, because of course the server's had a couple of restarts. Actually, it's probably okay. So this gas zone's working. So I even feel like this wasn't working yesterday, because I don't think from the time that I changed all the files and then quickly, because of course at that point the server was stopped, right? And I don't know if since restarting it, it's wiped all of the, you know, reset all the loot or whatever. And that's why the wheels aren't now spawning in, because they were there originally when a server stopped. Even though I know when a server stops and you start the server back up, it does a restart. But that's kind of the only logic I think about it, because in the last part of this video, like, you know, part 1, there was loot spawning in. So it's just not loot, but, you know, there's cars. And as I say, that is what I'm going off of right now. Is if they don't work, then something's up, because that's the whole reason we've lost everything in our server once before. So we're going to go to this little town, have a little loot up. Just see. I don't know what's going on with these roads at the moment either. Seems to be different, like sections of road now just seem really grassed over. There's definitely a lack of zombies. I don't know if it's maybe because I'm using a car and it's just me in the server, and you know, when there's just you in the server, a lot more zombies are going to be all neat. Okay, so that's at least spawned in. Ow. I mean, at least guns are spawning in. It hasn't actually spawned in full like it should have. I'll actually shoot those and just see if any zombies run over. A lot of it seems to be pristine late. Not as boosted as I thought it would have been. Ah, okay. Hello. We have zombies. Which, I mean, the other day I was getting so infuriated with all the zombies because there was too many. Like, it's weird, I just can't find balance at the moment. Okay, there you go. As I say, I do actually think maybe because it's just me in a server, all the zombies are trying to, like, you know, they'll all populate around me, but where I'm driving and I'm moving about so fast that the zombies just aren't really able to spawn in. Right. I definitely see a lack of loot. Yeah, actually, there's at least 3 items in there, so maybe not. But yeah, I don't know. Is this like a, what is this about these roads like not spawning in right? So every time I've reinstalled the server, you know, this bit of road will then work, or a bit up there will be changed. Like, why am I getting so many bits of texture loss? Is it something to do with the game? Is it something that the devs have changed and now like that? I don't know. Oh, but yeah, the loot just doesn't seem as boosted as I'd like it to be. Just gonna let a couple of zombies onto me. I don't like it being too quiet. What a gun. Honestly, what a cracking weapon. Sounds really good as well with the suppressor off. I mean, look at all that splatter. Come on, we'll do one of the zombies without suppressor. There were some up here earlier. Ah, there you go. We'll get you, not the one on the left. Right, this thing is mad. Oh, stonking weapon. But yeah, so I think, to be fair, I don't know really how much else further I can go with this video, because apart from the kind of issues already mentioned with the wheels etc. not spawning in other cars, at the moment at least loot is still spawning in. It's not as much as I want. I'm just going to run the loot through. I'm going to just go and boost everything up. I will, yeah, there is a kind of, you know, there's a massive Discord, you know, there's a massive, well, for one, there's a massive community of, you know, server owners and people that do servers up, right? But two, there is a massive Discord of, well, also once again, a massive Discord community, because there's a massive, you know, server owner community, and there's a few Discords where they have like loot bot generators or whatever, so it'll change the code for you, put the code in, then it changes the code for you, and that'll just boost the loot like sky high kind of thing, by however much you want it. So yeah, I might have to give one of those a try again. I did use one previously, however, I mean, by the time the server had decided to kill off all the loot, yeah, it didn't work well. Actually, before I do end this video, and I don't want to keep you guys back, so for those of you who are like, okay, I've seen enough at this point, you know, thanks for watching. However, for a few of you that just would like to see a couple of little extra bits, and yeah, this is now for people that may use snippets of code like I have from other people, and these snippets of code will have. So if you've used, oh, that was some air. So if you've used someone else's vehicle code, like to help spawn in more vehicles, etc., then just go to where I'm about to go, and you'll see why. Also, because I need to come back to Green Mountain later, and make sure that the little base bits up there is working. But yeah, if you guys just want to hang on with me for a couple of minutes, we'll waffle about something. Oh, let's talk GTA 6. I'm joking, but okay, this car's quite slow. I probably could have picked a quicker car. Well, the beauty about the Humvee is I'm not like sitting there changing gear, but then you're looking at the tack and sorry, I'm tired. I was up all last night trying to get this server bloody fixed. But yeah, you can see like it's going from gear to gear, gear to gear, because you just can't find a gear it wants to be in. It's like, okay, now I can go up. Nope, now I'm bogging down. Like, yeah, don't buy automatics, people. Buy a manual. Unless you're American, then you can't help yourself. Shit. Oh god, that's karma. You know what, I was thinking actually I'm alright as well, because one of the cars, it was modded in, but I removed it actually when I was just putting mods in before recording this, and it was the Gaz Tiger, the guy's mod. I don't know if it's something up with his mod or whatnot, but it just kept getting the spark plugs. Anyway, maybe it was because, so when you put a car down on like Daisy Editor, you have to right click it and then like enable simulation, maybe it's because I disabled damage on that car is why I was going through the spark plugs. I don't know, and I was like, I'm deleting this car, because you drive about and the spark plug will be dead and it just leaves you abandoned nowhere, and you're basically like, well, this is a long old run back. But oh, I don't remember that being like that. But yeah, because it had no damage, I could literally go into a wall like 300 mph if it could go that fast, and after crashing I'd be absolutely fine. And yes, I've got to remember I can't actually crash this car because it will kill me. And no, I thought it was going to make the big loop around, but no, okay, it might actually take me somewhere. Let's just make sure the car's got lights. No, it does not. Okay. It has interior lights. This is where, well, actually no, because I've changed night cycles to be like 2 minutes long. Be alright. No, I reckon night's probably 7.5 minutes actually in the server, which is not bad at all, because I personally don't enjoy playing this game at night time. Like, well, in the dark, whilst it's dark in game. So yeah, not that I'm like afraid of the dark or nothing. It's just, it sucks. I don't know. I personally think it sucks. Like that's a me opinion, right? Like that's what I think, and that's, you know, it's just how I think of this game at night time. But yes. Oh, that was not my fault, however. And that is what I mean about Daisy driving is just not fixed. They said 1.28 that they're going to fix it. I didn't even realise we were in 1.28 if I'm being honest, because it just has not felt. Once again, Daisy, I don't know, it just doesn't ever feel very different these days. It just feels like the same game all the time, which is why modding is needed. This was normal road yesterday. Okay, something can spawn on that car. I do know where I'm going. I actually don't. I'm gonna pretend like I know where I'm going, but I don't. Yeah, so we just gotta go over this way. And actually I do. I had to make this exact same journey yesterday. watch me botch this, get this totally wrong. This isn't the right way to go. Also, my other car was a lot quicker yesterday. Modded vehicle should have went, not. Yeah, that wasn't my fault. Anyway, Daisy driving sucks. Bohemia reckon they fixed it, put in new handling code in. I reckon, honestly, I reckon they judged it. So, right. For any of you that have watched it this far, I don't know, put a pineapple in the fucking chat, because I want to see who's really stayed towards the end. And see who the legends are, eh? Yes, we get closer to VMC. You always know it's VMC, there's just such an iconic, like, hill for some reason. I'm not, I don't want to say I'm lost, right? But going up there's northwest, right? But I feel like this looks like towards northwest. I don't know. No, see, but then that's the... No, because then you exit that way and go to northwest through there, right? Because this is a VMC entrance. No, northwest is there. Down there. Yeah, okay. And I need Starry, which is down there, right? It should be that. Big town. Maybe. I pray. If it's not, then I look like an idiot. Yeah, because mountains there... No, Starry is the other way then, right? I am so lost. This is not the way I went yesterday. Yeah, okay, so Starry's over this way. Or is it Novi? I don't know, they're all the same bloody place. Okay, I don't even know the names of towns anymore, I just know where I'm going. Well, this isn't actually a good... This hasn't been a good 2 minutes to prove I know where I'm going, but... There you go, I drank more juice, I'm happy now. Yeah, I lied earlier, I said it was water, it wasn't, it was juice. See me. This video is going to be so long, this is going to take like an hour to upload. Yeah, that's it, Josh. Worry about how long it's going to take to upload instead of producing quality content. I can't produce quality content because I lack the software. So like, what you got to do, right? Everyone just subscribe, right? Get us loads of subscribers, right? And then you start making a little bit of ad revenue, right? Then with that, I can go and buy some nice editing software, and guess what? You guys don't have to watch like 20 minutes worth of fuck all. Thing is, I actually don't want to go to Novi, Starry, wherever it is. It's just that I know where to go from there. As I said earlier, I know where I'm going. Josh, don't beat yourself out, you idiot. Yeah, I know where I'm going. We'll just go over this way. Right, let's talk about Czech beer, right? We're only Czechoslovakians that watch this, right? Let me know what you think of your beer, because I have a Czech mate, and fuck's sake. Sorry, I don't know, that just made me laugh saying I have a Czech mate. I just thinking about chess, but sorry. But no, so he's like, oh, our country would probably go to war over beer. How true is that? Like, how religious are you guys towards beer? Because he makes it out as if like all you guys care about over there is beer, which, you know, fair enough. I don't love beer. I prefer a little bit of a stronger alcohol. But look, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. I'm not gonna judge for beer drinkers. I'll say, oh, hey, the truck's won. Oh, it's blue as well. A nice blue. Anyone remember that like Boris Johnson thing? A nice blue passport. without that accent that doesn't sound English. Also, I don't know why I'm checking out his truck, but never really used to get blue trucks. Whenever we used to do this, there used to be one yellow truck full of guns, one, and then everything else used to be like the brownish, greenish truck. It's nice to have a blue truck. I like blue. I'm gonna come back for that. Maybe in one of my like non-admin recordings. I'm gonna pretend I don't know that's there. Shh. Don't snitch. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Boris Johnson. Fuck me. What a time that was for the country. He just. I don't know. You watch videos of old BJ and he was funny. He was just such an idiot. But to me, I always say like, because I done politics for like A-levels, and I always say like the Boris era was just such a good time of life. Like for me personally, because like I was still young and like shit like that didn't affect me because I was in like year 9 at that point, right? And then it was COVID time, and it was like life is great. So for me, like people probably have reasons to hate Boris. And I'm just thankful because, well, I only have to go to school for like a year. So, cheers mate. Good times. Has it not spawned in? No. I know, because you just spawn in the middle. Okay, so maybe that truck has now got a different location. So basically what I actually wanted to do and waste your guys' time looking at was a truck used to spawn there in the road. And it just used to be full of guns, and it was like a gun truck. But, because I know the guy whose code that I'm using, he mentioned gun truck, and back in the day it used to be his code that I used where the truck used to spawn around here. He said some gun truck, party truck, I feel like something else, so I'm not entirely sure. Party truck, don't tell me that's just full of fireworks and crap, is it? I've noticed cars in Daisy, if you turn and put the power down, it just doesn't understeer, but it actually gives more grip. It's mad. I look ready. I'm going to take this at some decent speed. Like, where is the understeer in that? Look, I just made that. I was a bit too scared to do it that first corner. It just doesn't understeer. It finds more grip, and it's like, what the hell? And it's done it in a lot of the cars that I've been driving around. But yes, okay. I want to say ladies and gentlemen, but I don't really think there's many ladies watching this. So lads, so geezers, I'm going to bin this video off here then, because I don't actually have much else that I can show you guys. And yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of base building, and then I might do my admin free series. So yeah, which is basically just non-admin stuff. So yeah, let's see. But thanks for watching, guys.